Let me tell you something, homie. I didn't have no show. I was working with the same organization that works against you niggas. James Prince got a house full of them niggas, them sex offender peddlers. Cause the FBI want the Houston Police Department and James Prince too. Why you think Houston police keep turning the other way on all these murders, nigga? How do you think James Prince can get a police report, nigga, to an open murder investigation that includes his son? And none of the stuff is redacted. None of the information on this none of this names is blotted. How can James Prince get access to that, nigga? So, nigga, he working with the police, I'm working with the government, nigga.
Welcome back to Fame Flux, where the truth behind fame gets exposed. Charleston White declares war on J. Prince and J. Prince Jr. as the tension between one of hip-hop's most outspoken figures and one of its most powerful families spills into the public arena. This confrontation isn't just a passing online spat. It's the culmination of years of clashing reputations, street narratives, and the weight of influence in the rap world. To understand how it reached this boiling point, it's necessary to look closely at the men involved, their histories, and the forces shaping the controversy. Charleston White, born in Fort Worth, Texas in 1977, rose from a troubled youth to become a social commentator, activist, and polarizing online personality.
Run up on me, James Prince. I'm gonna go to war with the goddamn police for all this shit I got in here, nigga. What's wrong with you, niggas, nigga? I can go to war with police. What's wrong with you, bitch ass? I don't give about nothing, nigga. You bitch ass niggas, James Prince, mob ties, nigga, and sister nigga, come go to war with a nigga ready for war.
Known for his unfiltered commentary on hip-hop culture, social issues, and crime, White built a large following by embracing controversy and calling out figures he believes perpetuate negative cycles in the community. He co-founded the youth outreach group HYPE, drawing on his own experience in juvenile detention to steer young people away from crime. Yet his style, provocative, confrontational, and deeply personal, has made him as many enemies as admirers.
Mention my motherfucking name. I disrespect you, make you throw your motherfucking life away. Chump. You a chump to me, nigga. You and your clique are mob ties, nigga. Y'all can suck my dick.
Opposite him stands James Prince, universally known as J. Prince, the founder of Houston's Rap-A-Lot Records and one of the architects of Southern hip-hop. Since the late 1980s, J. Prince built a formidable reputation as a businessman who guided the Ghetto Boys, Scarface, and UGK into national prominence. He earned respect both for his role in expanding Southern rap's reach and for his aura of authority that extends far beyond the music business. In Houston, J. Prince is more than a record executive. He is a symbol of independence, resilience, and community power. His network spans artists, promoters, and city leaders. His influence has been linked to conflict resolution within the hip-hop community, as well as to intimidating power plays, depending on who's telling the story. His son, J. Prince Jr., represents the new generation of that legacy. As the founder of Mob Ties, a streetwear brand, and head of Southern Empire Entertainment, he blends entrepreneurship, music, and lifestyle branding. He's been photographed alongside major artists, orchestrating events, and presenting himself as the heir to the Rap-A-Lot ethos.
Yeah, make the white boy motorcycle game. Make Taylor Swift check in. Make Khloe Kardashian check in. What's the white boy name on The Voice? Make every motherfucking body check in. What's the white boy name down here? Post Malone. Make him check in.
Yeah.
Why the niggas got to check in? I just left Houston last week. I ain't check in. Yeah, I went through Houston, went to Beaumont. Nah, I ain't check in. So why the niggas got to check in, Mr. Prince? Mob ties?
Together, father and son embody decades of Houston hip-hop authority. The relationship between Charleston White and the Prince family began, at least publicly, with tension. In early 2023, White announced he would attend a youth mentoring event in Houston.
No wonder everybody got to check in, y'all. Now, I'm checking in with the police department. Police department told me, hey, man, you got a problem with Mr. James Prince. Austin, we hear you got a problem with James Prince. Man, we scared of him. I swear to God, y'all, I just got the call from the Houston's mayor's office and the gang unit police department in Houston, Texas. They are scared of fire to rap a lot. And this
a space where he hoped to connect with at-risk young people. According to White, Jay Prince and his associates influenced organizers or law enforcement to cancel his appearance. White took this as a personal affront. He unleashed a series of social media videos accusing Jay Prince of running Houston like a private fiefdom, claiming that the police were afraid to stand up to him. These statements weren't measured critiques, but full-throated diatribes, in which White waved firearms on camera, hurled insults, and promised retaliation. He portrayed himself as a lone crusader against a powerful dynasty, saying he would not be silenced. His videos quickly went viral, amplified by blogs and reaction channels that thrive on drama between high-profile figures. White's grievances played into a larger narrative about power and accountability in the hip-hop industry. For decades, rumors and myths have surrounded Jay Prince's reach. Stories of favors, quiet interventions, and street connections that go far beyond the boardroom. Whether true or exaggerated, these stories made him a larger-than-life figure. By calling him out directly, White positioned himself as a truth-teller confronting an untouchable institution. It was a bold move, but also a calculated one. White has built his brand on being the man who says what others won't. In targeting Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr., he was effectively stepping into a mythic showdown between grassroots activism and entrenched hip-hop royalty.
Houston is more of a player town. Houston is way player, homie. They ain't just hunting down celebrities. You can go to Houston with your jewelry on. Go to the club and have fun. Takeoff was just a fluke. But you can go to Houston and party and have fun all night. Go to different sides of Houston. And you can't do that you can't do that in LA, homie. All that setup dealing with Jay Prince Jr. and mob ties because they extort. See, Jay Prince Jr. and them try to extort, but they don't come up. Homie, when they come up here, they be on their best behavior. When mob ties come up to Dallas, nigga, I was in DG with the homie. When Houston played Dallas, throwing money like a motherfucker. They be on their best behavior. They only try to play the mob ties extortion to the weak rappers. But come on, homie, you heard what Sauce Walker told us, man. Yeah, man, y'all, homie. Nah, Houston is a player town, homie.
At the center of White's new salvo is his repeated claim that he has full receipts on Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. In the digital age, the word receipts suggests evidence. Text messages, emails, recordings, or documents that can substantiate allegations. White has teased these receipts without revealing them, framing himself as a whistleblower ready to expose behind-the-scenes dealings. This promise electrifies his followers and antagonizes his opponents, because in a world where reputation is currency, evidence can be more damaging than insults. However, it also puts pressure on White. If the receipts fail to materialize or prove inconsequential, his credibility could suffer. On the other hand, if they are substantial, they could shift public perception of one of hip-hop's most venerated families. Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. have so far responded with restraint. Jay Prince, known for measured but potent statements, typically avoids social media spats, preferring to handle disputes quietly. This approach reinforces his image as a calm, calculating leader who doesn't need to validate accusations with a response. Jay Prince Jr., meanwhile, continues running his ventures, occasionally posting cryptic messages, but mostly ignoring the escalating rhetoric. Their silence functions as a strategy. By not engaging, they deny White additional oxygen for his campaign. Yet in the public eye, silence can also be interpreted as guilt, fear, or simply disdain. The ambiguity fuels speculation, allowing YouTube commentary channels, Twitter threads, and podcasts to fill the void with theories. The feud must also be understood within the wider context of recent controversies around mob ties and Jay Prince Jr., including scrutiny after the tragic death of Migos member Takeoff at a Houston bowling alley in 2022. Though Jay Prince Jr. has denied wrongdoing, his presence at the scene and the aftermath reignited discussions about Houston's power brokers and their connections to street culture. Charleston White has leveraged this atmosphere, implying that the Prince family's influence shields them from accountability.
Yeah. I don't think they mob ties is mob ties. It's rap-a-lot ties, you know. But they ain't got no mob to move nothing in America. They can't persuade no judge like the real Italian mafia can. They ain't got no construction contracts like the real mob ties in New York has with the unions. And no. They just playing gangster like the niggas playing. Jay Prince is a mogul, but he don't have a mob. And he not a mafia.
This tactic resonates with audiences attuned to conspiracies and cover-ups, but also risks defamation and legal blowback. Another factor amplifying the conflict is the spectacle of social media itself. White's entire platform thrives on immediacy, confrontation, and viral sound bites. Every new insult or challenge becomes content. In contrast, Jay Prince's legacy is rooted in old-school power structures, where silence and mystique confer strength. The clash between these styles, public agitation versus quiet control, embodies a generational shift in how power is expressed in hip-hop culture. White's provocations force the Prince family into a dilemma: maintain dignified silence and risk appearing weak, or respond and risk legitimizing his attacks. As White continues to broadcast his war declaration, speculation abounds about what his full receipts might actually include.
Antonio is dangerous. It's a lot of places that's dangerous. But you can go as a black rapper, a black celebrity, and have fun in these towns, long as you don't check in to Jay Prince Jr. Jay Prince Jr. is the boy. Everything happened around him. He the boy. Not the city of Houston. Jay Prince Jr. is the boy trying to play gangster mob, homie, really discrediting his father's name and legacy. Cause he private kid school, so why would you check into the private school? Private school, homie. Now Jazz is way more player from what I heard, but Jay Prince Jr. go beat up the bitches, stick his long fingernails when they walk by the strip club, bite their booty, all kind of shit. He an unruly motherfucker. You done heard the rumor, man. Come on, homie. Yeah, all the girls in the strip club say he got long fingernails, be trying to stick his fingers up.
Could it be financial documents suggesting wrongdoing? Communications about the canceled event? Allegations about past incidents in Houston? Or is it simply a rhetorical flourish designed to keep his audience engaged? The stakes are high. In the court of public opinion, perception often trumps reality. White has already succeeded in placing Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. under a cloud of suspicion in the online arena. If tangible evidence emerges, it could cement that perception. If not, it may expose White as an opportunist using controversy for clout. Meanwhile, the fallout extends beyond the individuals involved. Community activists lament that a potentially valuable youth event turned into a platform for personal vendettas. Industry observers see the dispute as a reflection of deeper tensions in hip-hop between activism and commerce, street authenticity and corporate power, transparency and tradition. Some fans are fascinated, treating the conflict as entertainment. Others are disillusioned, seeing it as another example of public figures prioritizing drama over constructive leadership. It's also worth noting that both sides have much to lose. For Jay Prince, his decades-long image as a stabilizing elder statesman could be undermined if White produces convincing evidence of misconduct. For Jay Prince Jr., still carving out his identity beyond his father's shadow, the controversy threatens to define him before his ventures fully mature. For White, failure to substantiate his claims could erode his credibility, making him appear reckless rather than courageous. The war he has declared is not just rhetorical, but reputational. Observers point out that White's approach mirrors tactics used by shock jocks, political commentators, and reality TV producers: escalate conflict, tease revelations, monetize attention. In this sense, the Charleston White versus Jay Prince saga is as much about media strategy as about morality. It illustrates how the boundaries between activism, entertainment, and provocation blur in the digital age. Each new video, tweet, or Instagram live stream serves as both a weapon and an advertisement. As this standoff continues, questions arise about whether law enforcement or civil courts will become involved. White has publicly called out the Houston Police Department, accusing it of favoritism, which could prompt official statements or investigations. Defamation suits remain a possibility if the receipts cross legal lines. Alternatively, the conflict could dissipate if both parties move on to new controversies, a common pattern in the fast-moving world of online outrage. Yet for now, Charleston White shows no signs of retreat. His tone suggests a man preparing for a prolonged battle, casting himself as David against Goliath. He frames his crusade not just as personal revenge, but as a public service, exposing what he calls the hypocrisy and hidden power structures of the industry. Whether this framing convinces anyone beyond his core supporters depends largely on the credibility of the receipts he claims to hold. In the end, this saga highlights the changing nature of celebrity conflict. In past decades, disputes between powerful figures might have been handled behind closed doors, with only rumors reaching the public. Today, live streams and YouTube videos transform private grievances into global spectacles. Audiences aren't just passive consumers. They participate, comment, speculate, and meme the drama. This participatory culture gives agitators like White a megaphone, but also subjects them to intense scrutiny. As viewers watch this conflict unfold, they're witnessing more than just a beef. They're seeing a collision of legacies, the old guard of Houston hip-hop power versus the new wave of digital provocateurs. They're seeing how influence, credibility, and narrative control are contested in real time. And they're seeing how reputations can rise or fall based on the promise or absence of full receipts. For now, Charleston White has the microphone. His declaration of war against J. Prince and J. Prince Jr. has captured headlines and galvanized social media. The Prince family's response, or lack thereof, remains an enigma. Whether this ends in revelation, reconciliation, or ruin is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain: the feud underscores how fragile and combustible power can be in an era where one viral clip can shake even the mightiest foundations. Stay tuned as the receipts either emerge or evaporate, and as the hip-hop world braces for the fallout.